Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Today, I'll show you the Forex cheat code. But before that, let's go and watch this short video and come back.
If you've ever thought of going to a casino and winning enough money to retire to a tropical island, where you'd have someone attractive stand over you and gently wave palm fronds to cool your body while you lie on a beach chair and sip a fancy cocktail, with the azure-hued surf gently crashing into the white sandy beach. Sorry to burst your bubble. Chances are that's not going to happen. Pure and simple, casinos are designed to strip you of your money. Yes, they want you to have a fun time so you'll visit again, but not too fun of a time that you go home with a lot of prize money. Let's look at some of the things casinos do to get you to stay, hang out, and lose your hard-earned dough. From the moment you walk in, the tricks have started. Casinos are a sensory overload. Bright colors, flashing lights on electronic gaming machines, and music stimulate your senses and invite excitement and a want to participate. However, if you keep looking around, perhaps you notice something odd. There are no windows. In fact, minus the entrance to the casino, there is no natural light. Often the casino doors are heavily tinted to minimize the sunlight outside too. If you can't look outside, you lack visual awareness that time is passing. For the same reason, casinos don't have clocks. Time flies when you're having fun, except casinos would prefer that you forgot that time is flying. Some casinos go as far as painting their ceilings to look like daytime skies, further adding to the temporal discombobulation. They're hoping to trick you into thinking that no matter what time it really is, it's an appropriate time to be gambling. Upon further investigation of a casino's decor, you might notice that the lighting is subdued, soft, maybe even a little dim to create a cozy, laid-back ambiance. The background music is the same, soft, easy, unobtrusive. The lighting and background music will remain the same day or night. Another time trick. Casinos want you to feel relaxed, like you're hanging out among friends. The mellow, pleasant background decor doesn't detract or draw your attention from roulette or the flashy gaming machines. The carpet in casinos tends to be vibrant with gaudy patterns. In many cases, it's designed not to be visually restful, meaning that you'll keep your eyes off the floor and where they belong, on your video poker games. In a well-run casino, it's always very tidy. If there's ever a drink spill or any kind of mess, staff quickly materializes to clean up and resolve the issue. Casinos never want to spoil the illusion that this is a happy fantasy place where you can relax and let loose.
So from what you saw from the video, casino games are games of chances. Every casino game you're going to play is a game of chance, and the odds are all ripped in favor of the casino. That's why we say the house always wins. So the casino has greater odds mathematically against the players. The casinos have mathematical odds against the players, but most traders are not aware of this. They're not aware that eventually when they keep playing, because the casino has greater odds mathematically behind the scene, they are definitely going to lose their money eventually if they keep playing. This is why if you keep playing casino games, you eventually lose your whole money. You can even mess up your whole life just playing casino games, because it's a game of what? Gambling. Yes, it's a game of gambling. The Forex 2 is a very, very big casino. It's a very huge casino run legally. Except only one thing. There's only one difference that makes the Forex market or the trading industry different from the casino. That's the only one thing. That's what I'm here to teach you today. The Forex is made up of brokers and exchanges. In Forex, do the same thing. The brokers, the exchange, they all make their profits from their commissions, and the traders get eaten, especially if you're a retail trader. The big guys eat the retail traders because your capital is very small and you enter the market without any strategy, any system. You enter the market just like a person who is trading the casino game. You have no idea of whatever is happening behind the scene, and you keep trading, and then you lose your whole money eventually. The only difference as comparing Forex to casino is that in the Forex, in the business of Forex or in the game of Forex, you, the trader, you have the power to alter the odds. In the casino games, all the odds are in the favor of the casino owner, the house of the casino, the owner of the casino has greater odds. But in the Forex industry or in trading industry, you, the trader, you have the power to alter the odds in your favor. You have the power to make some system so that it's going to protect you, going to make you more profitable as compared to somebody who is just playing a casino game. That's why Forex is a career or is a business. Okay, it's not gambling. But if you trade without any system, if you trade without anything behind your strategy, then you're going to have a lot of losing trade and you're going to lose your money, because Forex is a business on its own that must be built with a system. So as traders, we have the power to alter the mathematics behind these structures, these games. Somebody who is a player in a casino bar, the person go to the casino and say, I'm betting on red, I'm betting on black. The person has no idea on the structure of the game itself. He doesn't know that mathematically the game is rigged against him. So he thinks that he's just betting red or black, but mathematically and through probability, the game is rigged against the player. Same as in Forex. In Forex, you can create a system such that you are going to add more odds in your favor. It's not about buying and selling. Some people chat me, can you teach me how to buy, how to sell? Can you teach me how to buy? Can you teach me how to buy and sell? Meanwhile, you have no idea of the mathematics behind this whole system. That is why people keep losing their money because they think the forex market or trading is about clicking buy and clicking sell. That's what all they think. Because of that, they click buy, they click sell every time, but they still keep losing and they still keep doing it. It's because they don't understand the mathematics behind these whole structures. If you keep clicking buy and selling, and then you don't follow a structure, you don't follow a system, it means you are trading like a gambler. You're trading like somebody who is gambling because you have no mathematics backing whatever you're doing. But if you're going to do these things I'm going to teach you, then you're following a specific system. You have pre-calculated everything. Don't you think the casino owners they are making money? That's why they build huge mansions for you to come there. Some of them give you free drink, free food, nice cozy environment with nice music, nice girls, right? And nice guys around. They just want to draw your attention to play more of their games. The more you play more of their games, the more they win because their edge is already fixed. They have calculated, they know that definitely are going to win. Why are they going to win definitely? Because they have probability on their favor. They calculated it mathematically. It is on the boss's table. When you go to the boss, tell the boss to show you the document, and he show you that he knew this. That's why he started this casino business. That's why they're able to build huge mansions, and the place is very fun. They make the place very, very fun so that it will keep you in the environment. When you keep losing, you keep playing more because the environment is very, very fun. They have different machines, different systems there. They create all these huge apartments, all these huge structures just for you to come and play. Don't you think if they don't make money, would they do that? Do you think if they want you to come and play against them and you rather win, do you think they will spend money to do that? No. The same happen in trading. Trading, the exchanges, the brokers, okay, and the big guys, big institutions are making money. But we, the traders, are fading out. Traders are fading out. I'm not here to support somebody's business. I'm not saying brokers and exchanges and casinos are, no. I'm not saying they're bad. But I'm here to speak on behalf of you, the day trader, you, the person who wants to become a day trader. I'm not speaking for a broker. I'm not speaking for an exchange. I'm speaking for you as a trader. I'm speaking to you. That's why I'm here as a trader. I'm not here for a broker. I'm not here for a casino, right? I'm not supporting somebody's business. But I'm trying to say that we as traders, if you don't trade with the system and we don't think like these big guys, we cannot beat them. The only way as a trader you can beat them is to think like them. You think like them. So you create some mathematical system behind your charts just to make sure that you are also reaping the whole trading market, either you're trading forex or crypto, in your favor. So let me show you something on the chart. For instance, if the market is moving power up, retrace, power up, retrace, and power up, where are you supposed to draw your trend lines? If you're following the trend like this, why are you supposed to draw your trend lines? Most people, this is what they do. They draw their trend lines both at the base and at the top at the same time, which is wrong. You are not supposed to take trades at the top because if you take trades at the top, your odds are limited. Don't forget, we are reaping the game. We want a specific point in the market where we have more odds in our favor. That is how we trade to make money as day traders. Comparing entering here and comparing entering there, which side do we have more odds in our favor? Which side do we have more odds in our favor? Yes, who can tell me? If you enter a trade here at the base, because the market is trending upwards, you have more odds in your favor than if you enter at the top. Because if you enter at the top, at that moment, you are going against the trend. And you don't know where the market is going to stop before it reverses. Okay? You don't know where the market is going to stop before it reverses, which means if you enter somewhere, let's say you close your eyes and you enter a trade without looking at anything, without looking at the trend, just close your eyes, you click buy, you click sell. This is what happened. You have 50-50 chance, 50-50 probability. 50, you have 50 and you have 50. So 50-50 probability, both there and here, without even looking at anything. Just you don't look at anything. Just close your eye. You don't know whether the market is here or the market is there. You have 50-50 probability in your favor. Now, if you enter a trade here, because you are in the direction of the trend, you have a little edge. Okay, you have a little probability on your side, because if you enter here, it is likely the market will reverse up than if you catch the tops. If you catch the tops here, you're not supposed to do that. So which means that if you catch the tops, you can get probability of 45%. Like 45% probability. Whilst when you are able to be patient and you enter at the bottom, your probability increase to like 50%, 55%. So have you seen? Entering at a good place will give you more odds in your favor. This means you are creating strategies, you are creating systems that will rip off the Forex market so that you become profitable as traders. If not, the big boys will eat us up. Here, you can see that when you also enter here, all the base, you are going to have higher probability as comparing to entering at the top. Not that when you enter at the top, you're not going to get a winning trade. No. Not that when you enter at the top trend line, you can so sell the market down. But if you do that, you're going to have more of them to be losing. So probability is not in your favor. You see, so you're not supposed to enter at the top. Professionals will enter from the base and ride the market up if you are following the trend. We enter at the base and ride the market up, because if you enter at the top, you have less odds in your favor. Probability is in your favor. So this is how we are going to grip the system in our favor. Let me show you one more thing. Let's assume that with this thing that you've entered, right, 45% chance and 55% win rate, which means that if you enter here most of the time, you get 55% win rate. Out of the 55% win rate, let me use $100 for easy calculation. Okay, $100 just for easy calculation, because some people can use 1,000 for calculation, some people can use 10,000. I don't care. I want $100 for the average guy who is listening to me to be able to understand. Because when it comes to mathematics, some people are not really good at it. So I just want to make it very simple. So let's say that's $100. So you have 45% lose and you have 55% win. So when you lose, with risk reward of 1:1. Let's even assume risk reward of 1:1, because when you go to this casino, your odds are fixed. Sometimes when you lose $1, you gain $1, right? When you win $1, you lose $1. It is fixed. But in Forex, we can change the risk reward. But let's assume that we have risk reward of 1:1, which means when you lose, you are losing $100 times 45, right? Times 45%. And then when you win 55% of the wins times when you win the same $100, right? Because you're taking risk reward of what? 1:1. With risk reward of 1:1, you are still going to be profitable, because you are always entering at a place where you have greater edge over the market, where you have greater odds in your favor. So you're going to have $450, and here this time you're going to have $550. So 550. When you balance them together, when you subtract the 450 losses from the 550 wins, you're going to get a profit of what? $100. So have you been able to rip the market to make some profit? Yes, because we entered at a place where the market has more probability in our favor. This is how we rip the Forex market. But this is not what we want. We don't want to make $100 profit, because we want to be able to become profit and not to break even. If you make $100 from this calculation, which means you like almost break even, right? But if you're risking 1:2, let's say you risk 1 to make 2, which means risk reward of 1:2. So the same 45. So 45% loss with 55% win, because you're entering at a very good place. So let's see. You see that 45 times 100. When you lose 100, right? And when you gain 200, because 1:2, which means you're going to have 55. Guys, I'm writing with the mouse, okay? So bear with me with the handwriting. 55 times 200. Let's do calculation and see. 45 times 100 is going to give us $450. $450, because we still have 45 times 100. And then the 55 times 200 is going to give us 1,000. Would give us 1,100. Because you're risking 1 to make 2. Now, when you balance them off and you take the 45 from the 1,100, you get profit of what? $650. This is what you want. And this same $650 can be 6,500. It can be 650,000. It can be 65,000. It doesn't matter. All you have to add is to add the zeros if your account is very big. So you see, we have been able to read the market start that the odds are in our favor. But if you don't follow this structure, then you cannot become profitable. So what is the code? The code is that you have to enter at a high probability place so that you get at least 55% win rate. So 55% win rate, at least 55% win rate is very good, right? That's what we want. That's the first point of the code. The second point is to make risk reward of at least 1:2 or 1:1.5. 1:2 or 1:1.5. Don't take anything less than 1.5. 1:2 is always the average that I always tell my students to take. Okay. So 1:2 risk reward. And then one more element which you have to add to your code is to make sure that you take 1 to 5% of your capital every time. That's all. So this is the code, guys. This is the code we have to follow to be able to rip the market in our favor. You take trades at a very high probability area such that you get at least 55% win rate or 50% win rate. You are still going to be profitable with risk reward of 1:2, risking 1 to 5% of your capital. This is the code you have to use to cheat the forex market. If not, the big boys will eat you up. If you don't follow this structure and you do your own thing, you're not going to be profitable. These are some of the things I teach my students. So anybody who is my student, you will never lose money in the market unless you don't follow my rules. I teach some of these things in my mentorship program, so anybody can join at any time. But if you're my student, you will never ever have a losing forex business until you don't follow my rules, because these are some of the things we study in the mentorship program. So you have to make sure that you buy at higher probability area, risk code of 1:2, you risk at least 1 to 5% of your capital, and then you create the system behind your chart. It's not about clicking buy, clicking sell. Since you started clicking buy, clicking sell, why haven't you become profitable? If it's just about clicking buy, clicking sell, do you think the market will still be there? No. If you do that, you're trading like a gambler. You're trading like the guy who is trading as a casino. Okay, you're trading like the guy who is at the casino, but you're not that. You want to become a professional forex trader or a day trader or a swing trader, which means you must follow a specific system. You must have a system so that the market will be ripped in your favor. Okay, you create odds, more odds in your favor, so that you're able to make more profit out of the market. That is how we trade as professional traders. So I think that would be all for this video. If you've not subscribed, also don't subscribe, guys. Subscribe, just subscribe. Help me to grow my channel. Subscribe, hit the subscribe button or just hit the like button. That's to help me. Have you done that? Have you subscribed? Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is always your mentor, and see you next time. Every time, come back and watch such interesting videos and some educative videos. You're always welcome to join my mentorship program if you want to join. You can always join my mentorship program. You just send me a message that Mr. Seth, I want to join my mentorship program. You can always join. But before then, go to your chart, practice these things, test it out for yourself, do your own calculation to know that, okay, if I get this, then what can it be? If I get this, then what can it be? Do that, and you never lose money in forex again. This is the code you have to use to cheat the market. This is Towards Your Mentor, signing out.